Speak for me.
Hello, hello, hello. But you can hear me in the phone.
I know, but I can see the monitor down here.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. That's not working. How about if I unplug that? Did that do anything? Did that? La, 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 la. Sorry, people can see me doing that. Didn't
Yes,
realize that. Yeah. Can is it doing anything? Anything at all? I'm gonna type something in the chat.
All right, you're on speaker. There we go. Rephrase that and show it's tempting to help you out. Like, for whatever we can do. Hey, Brenda. Good thing is using the microphone. All right, this one's and oh, sorry. All right. Now I should be able to.
Can you hear anything? Ooh,
All right. So 1 second.
I saw it move.
Possibly. Possibly. Oh, that's all you so sound settings.
Audio is fine for her. She says she could hear me.
Nice.
Brenda said she could hear me. Yay, Aaron's giving me a thumbs up. People can hear me apparently, I guess. I don't know what you did, dude.
All right.
Is it going through my headphones or is it going through
It's using the computer microphone.
Okay.
But we can switch it to this one if you want. But let's maybe not, since you have working.
Okay. So I don't need my headphones.
You should keep your headphones to the side.
Huh?
Otherwise, you get an echo.
Audio's good. Everyone can hear me now. Cool deal.
All right.
Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, guys. Holy cow. You know, I was just saying to Joe, Mercury was supposed to go direct today. You would think that there would not be any like technical issues, but in true fashion, there is. So, once again, welcome back. Hit the follow button if you haven't, or the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Tell everybody, share this out, do the thing. You know what to do, right? And if you don't know what to do, and you've never been here before, welcome to the circus. My name is Natalie. I am the owner and the face behind Waves and Natalie. The Pendulum's Path, and Joe, right down in here where it says Waves and Joe. That's the amazing guy who was just helping me sort out all of my techie problems. So appreciate Joe. Round of applause for Joe. Love that. So again, if you haven't been here before, hi, my name is Natalie. I'm a psychic medium. If you've never seen a psychic medium before, well, now you have. If you are a regular in my audience, welcome back. It's so good to see you again. I have been through so much recently in the past year, and that's definitely helped me back from going live. And that's okay. I figured since my health is okay at the moment, um, I figured why not? Let's go live and see what we can do. Um, I mean, I've been taking clients and stuff like that, but I haven't done a live in a while. So, and the old program that we used to use got way too expensive, and we just couldn't anymore. So, hold on, I've got texts coming through. There we go. Hopefully that works. So if you would like a reading from me tonight, awesome. If you just want to sit back and watch, that's cool too. We're gonna do some oracle, we're gonna do some tarot, see whatever kind of stuff falls out of my face. Right? Hi. Hi, hi, hi. I'm so glad to see everybody. As I said, it's been a crazy year for me, as I'm sure it has been for everybody else. I had some serious health issues going on, and I had a bunch of surgeries, and next year is going to be more surgeries, and that's okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. An emotional support animal for my PC. There was no magic. You are magic, Joe. You are magic. You're magic to me. But if you would like a reading tonight, in the comments, I need your name and your birth date, if you do not mind. All right. And I will read for whoever I feel drawn to. All right. Thank you for all the fingers and all the toes and all of the eyes. Cross your eyes as well. Because yeah, I've got some surgeries they're the ones that are coming up are big, but not in length, just in recovery and stuff like that. I'll explain all the stuff later at another time. We're gonna go with Miss Atlas readings. We're gonna do with that one here. We're gonna pin that one there. We're going to pin you up there. What would you like? What are you wanting to know, Miss Erica? Because the first thing that came up is the Four of Wands, which is all about you finding some sense of peace and home and being able to relax in your new home. And I feel like Spirit's we're going to talk about the home. And then there's the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about the big changes that you've been through and taking every opportunity that you have to make something that's not maybe so great into something that looks way, way better. And I love that for you. So it's either with painting or tearing out carpet and replacing it with tile or wooden floors, replacing shower head fixtures because they're outdated, stuff like that. But I do see I don't know if you're feeling isolated, not because of family, but just in community. I do see you finding a little bit more feminine stability in your life, and that comes in the form of the Empress and then the Three of Cups. So you need a little bit more feminine energy in the form of friendship and in community, and I do see that coming in with the next year for you. Okay, so get out of the house some more. Okay, go for walks, get out there. Okay, but that the things in your life that need changing are your responsibility to start making changes. Okay. But you're trying to do everything to be fair to yourself. All right. You have a responsibility to yourself to be fair to yourself. Do not isolate yourself. You're not a hermit. Okay. Don't be a hermit. I know that you don't have many friends, but I do see you finding someone to go out on walks with. Okay. And I do feel like it is a feminine energy. Okay. But that's going to be, oh, so maybe the walking is going to help you. I do feel because it's going to be next year. I know you do. Try. I wish I lived closer, babes. I do. I wish I lived closer because then I would just be like, get up, we're going for a walk. And talking about tendons and stuff like that, I'm having surgery next year on my Achilles tendon. I'm having surgery on my Achilles tendon and my calf muscle. So that's fun. That's fun. Yeah, I even got a second opinion about that one, and the second opinion was like the same as the first opinion. So it was like, well, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting you to tell me, like, no, I disagree with the other doctor. I don't think you need that surgery. And the other guy's like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to be having Achilles tendon surgery or surgery on my Achilles tendon and on my foot again because my foot's just not healing the way we want it to. Anyway, who's next? Let's take a look. And if any of that makes sense for you, because my statement is usually, I hope that makes sense for you. So if it does make sense for you, let me know in the comments. And you're very, very welcome. Let's take a look. Let's scroll up through the comments here. And as always, share this out, hit the like button, do all the things. Let's see. Let's go for Melissa. Brenda, fuck Mercury. I'm gonna go into retrograde soon. Literally, this one was rough. Like the whole all the retrogrades that happened in the last like quarter of the year were all rough. They were really, really rough. So we're gonna unpin that one. And let's go down a little bit. Let's find Melissa's. I know, woohoo, right? We're gonna pin that little comment right up there. She's like, yes. So you just want to know like anything in general? Just general reading. General reading. What you want to know, my love? Always. Just like whatever comes up. And you know what? Melissa is one of my patrons on Patreon. And she gets a monthly reading because she's a patron on my Patreon. And I have multiple levels. So if you want to get a monthly reading from me, but you don't necessarily have the time to book a one-on-one with me, and you just want to know like at the beginning of the month or in the middle or the end of the month or whatever, what you need to know coming up, sign up for my Patreon. It's fun. And you don't even have to be present for it. You can just let me know what you need to know or what you have a question about, and we'll look into it. And you get a little video sent right to your inbox. Alrighty, my darling. Okay. You've been doing a lot of, like, I don't know if it's meditating or if you've just been really kind of listening to yourself a little bit more, like attuning into your own intuition, attuning into your own divine energy. And that's actually leading you to trust the universe more and be aware, like, oh my God, you're sending me a sign. Ah, things like that. Okay. She's like, yes, it's the best Patreon membership. And there's a bunch of different levels that you can choose from. So go to Patreon, look for the Pendulum's Path, join. Okay. What I see you doing for at least next year is you kind of stepping up and leading your life forward a little bit more. And it's almost like leading with your chest. I want to say it's like, I feel like if you've had a lot of leaving negativity behind. Okay, leaving all of the stuff behind that you really didn't think was all that positive, right? And you're no longer focusing on all of that stuff. But instead, you're looking to the future and thinking things through, as in, like, what does my future look like now that I have moved? All right. But don't worry about what your future looks like. Okay. Like, literally, look at this. Like, there's this little crab at the beach, and just all the fears are dissolving away, which is exactly what I see happening to you while you're standing at the edge of the ocean. Also, with that statement, trust that everything is going to be okay moving into the future. All right. If you're feeling some kind of way, some kind of emotion about 2026 and what that means for you and what that means for your mom and things like that, let all those fears dissolve, my girl. Let them all dissolve. I know that is you, right? Not calling you a little crab or anything like that, because you're not a crab. You know, I mean, anybody can be crabby at any point in time, self included. Let's unpin that. Who's next? I hope that makes sense for you. I hope it does. You're very, 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 very welcome. And Erica's like totally spot on with her reading. So thank you for that. Okie dokie. Who's next? David. What would you like me to focus on, David? We're gonna do the crow deck. The Urban Crow deck. It's a fun one. I like this deck. See, there it is. I see a lot of yellow around you. It's probably your aura. Okay, so when we talk about like the solar plexus energy, and it's a very playful energy, right? It's a very fun energy, and then this card comes out and it says play, and you need to get out and play a little bit more, maybe with your friends, maybe with your family, things like that. Maybe you were doing some of that today and having a grand old time doing that, but Spirit's really encouraging you to use that yellow energy, right? And use it to be playful, okay? I feel like you're always waiting for or you are currently waiting for an upheaval, a big change in your life. And whenever those big changes, when that big change comes in for you, you are going to soar, okay? And it's going to be a good thing. It's not necessarily, upheavals aren't necessarily bad, all right? Sometimes we need to be shoved um out of our comfort zone. There is still going to be an energy around you that has an air of dominance about them, and I think that you know exactly who I'm talking about when I talk about this person. However, when it comes to what you do, um and who you surround yourself with intentionally, you have a very, very strong bond with, and Spirit's encouraging you to keep those bonds going, or hang out with those people a little bit more, because those ones are helping to heal your heart when the one who is dominant tries to tear that down a little bit. Okay. And you also need to try, if you can, even in the colder weather, to get a little bit more freedom. Okay. Go out, even go out for walks, even if it's cold and things like that. You won't regret it. I just want to say that, like, you won't regret going out in the cold. That's all I want to say. Hope that makes sense for you. Cody. How are you, friend? Welcome, new people. Hit the share button, hit the heart button, do all the stuff, right? Send all the love. The more you interact, the more I get shared out. Anything you want me to focus on, Cody? Or do you just want a general reading? Whatever Spirit's got to say. Sometimes they say it. There is an older gentleman hanging around you. It's not your father. It's not a father figure. He just made my heart feel really heavy. But he's got a laugh on him, like, or at least that's what I can hear with him is his laughter. And I don't know if he was a beer drinker, but what I do see is like a big, like, it looks like a pub glass of beer with a head on it. Good foamy head on it. Do you know who that is? And I also hear like it's almost like there's like I don't know if it's pork rinds or if it's something else, but it's like I can hear him putting something really crunchy in his mouth. Like he's got like super, super, super crunchy snacks in his mouth. So it could be nuts or something like that. Could be beer nuts. I don't know. Well, let me know if you know who that is. If you're still here, Cody, let me know. I did pull some cards for you, though. Right now, this is where you want to be, like protected in your own little sacred space, right? And anything that you are taking as negativity or any negativity that's coming your way is just making you want to retreat further and further and further into that sacred space, right? And it almost feels like the more you try to move forward, the harder the wind blows, and it feels like maybe I don't know if you're feeling like the universe is kind of going against you, or if the weather's kind of working against you. But I do see at least that you try to release whatever you feel like is holding you back, and you will be able to find your way forward. It's going to take learning how to keep things balanced in your life. Now, whether that is like a balanced diet, whether that's like a balanced sleep schedule, whether that's like balancing medications out, I'm not really sure what that word balance or imbalance means for you. But I do want to say, don't let fear hold you back from moving forward. I do feel like routine is going to be what helps you the most, whether that is like sticking to a day-to-day routine, like a work routine, a home routine, a gym routine, whatever that is. Okay. Routines are going to be what helps you get out of whatever ditch you feel like you are in. So I hope that makes sense for you. Okay. Who's next? Who is next? Let's see. I'm just checking my messages. Sorry about that. Welcome to the new faces, old faces. Drop a comment below if you would like me to give you a reading this evening. I just need your name. I just need your birth date. And if you would like me to look into anything specific, let me know what that would be. And if you'd like to book with me privately, you can head to my website, thependulumspath.com, click on services, and you can book in with me. There's 15-minute sessions all the way up to an hour. It's been rough. I know it has. It's been rough for a lot of people. Like it doesn't seem like things are getting any easier. It's not don't look at things as if it's daunting or as if the weight of the world that you carry upon your back is going to continuously get heavier and heavier. You will be able to like unload some of that stuff. But Cody, when this is over, you'll be able to listen back in the live because I just gave you like a huge reading. And I'm not sure. I did say that there was an older gentleman around you. There was something about, I'm not sure if it was nuts or if it was pork rinds. And then there was also like a beer mug, like a glass beer mug with a handle on it. And it looks like beer with a head on it, like a big foamy head on it. Most likely one of your grandpas. Okay. Well, at the end of this, when the show's over, you'll be able to kind of go back around like I don't know, like maybe around the 25-minute mark, and you should be able to listen to your reading there. And then you can send me a message later if you want. Let me know how you feel about it, what you think about it, whatever. And then again, if you want to book in with me privately, you're more than welcome to do so. It's a lot of fun. I do it either over the phone or on Zoom, however you feel comfortable. And if you want to get monthly readings, as I said earlier, hop on over to my Patreon because you can get monthly readings with me there. Anybody else who wants a reading? I don't know why I just did that. That was just bizarre. All I had was just the Mario songs just going off in my head. That was wild. Who else would like a reading this evening? I don't see him as thin. I see him as a bigger guy. I don't know. He feels like there's tightness in his chest, so either his lungs or his heart area had a problem with. And then I feel like there's also like some fluid buildup with him as well. Or he retained fluid or something along those lines. Did not have a lot of hair. When people say like, are they a bigger person? I'm like, do you mean tall or is in weight? Because if anybody says, oh, are they tall? I'm like, everyone is tall in comparison to me because I am like 5'2" and a bit. I'm itty bitty. I am teeny tiny. Just click on the share button, hit the heart button. Who else wants reading? If you are new here, welcome. Drop your name, drop your birth date, please and thank you. And I'm not sure how long I'll be on for tonight. It's my first show back after a very long time. But as I stated earlier, I was having a lot of surgeries, so couldn't really help it. Could not really help it. I am actually very weirdly hopeful. Excited about one of my upcoming surgeries for next year. Swimming upstream. Yeah, it sucks, man. I understand it though. I do. I totally understand it. It's hard. As kids, we always think that like things will be easier when we're growing up because we'll know better by then. We'll have all this information. We'll have like this huge amount of wealth and a bank account, and then we reach a certain age and we realize that that was all a lie, or that doesn't exist, and that our parents struggle just as much as we are now. Maybe not in the same way, but they all had their own struggles, so it's like it doesn't get any easier the older you get. You just have different shit to worry about. You know? Anyways, who else wants some cards pulled? I've got Oracle, I've got Tarot. Sometimes I'll just say stuff, just blurt it out. People would be like, hey, how'd you know that? Psychic. And if you don't follow me already, find me on all of the socials. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. Find me on Google. If you've had a reading with me before, leave a review. Tell your friends, tell your family. What were we thinking? Yeah, seriously. Quite literally, like what were we thinking? But then again, money doesn't feel like it holds the same amount of weight that it did when we were younger either. You know. Hey Terry. You want a single oracle card, please? Are you asking a specific question, David? Actually, you know what we're going to do? You want a single oracle card? You want a single oracle card? We wanted adult freedom, but like live it with no bills or responsibilities. Exactly. If you want a single oracle card, oh, your best is more than enough, I promise. I don't know what you were asking or what you needed to hear. Okay. She's like Santa Claus. She's everywhere. I really am. And a little bit magical too. I hope that makes sense for you, David. Terry, 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 Terry. Terry wants a general reading. General reading. Just needed to hear something from the universe. Well, I think they spoke kind of pretty clear there, friend. And you can go back and screenshot that, crop it. I'll send you a picture. You can put it as like your screensaver on your phone. Right? See? Here it is. Terry. Oh! And I know I heard you just laughing just now. Oh my god damn. Okay. I love you so much. And I know that you're laughing like so hard right now because you're just like, here she goes. All right. So you got a lot of like there's aggressive energy around you, and I'm not calling you aggressive at all. Okay? I'm not. Feisty? Yeah, maybe. Aggressive? No. However, somebody around you is in serious need of like a change in perspective, okay? I do not know who around you is on like this freaking warpath of wrath and just chaos and trying to stir shit up that they do not need to be bringing up. It's like stuff that's a memory is now suddenly become a present situation again, and here you are fighting about it yet again. It's exhausting, right? What I do see is that whatever this argument is, or whoever you are arguing with, you're going to need to really save your energy. All right. Like you're going to really need to like save as much energy as you can and retreat to whatever you have as a sacred space. All right. Or call on those that are sacred for you. Will you survive this? Yes, you will survive this. Okay, whatever's going on with you right now, my love, you will survive this. All right, whoever is just causing chaos and disruption, you'll survive this. Do you feel kind of alone in the situation or feeling like kind of isolated? Yeah, but I feel like the people who have got shit to say are just resistant to hearing what the truth is. All right, protect your energy, love. All right, wear some protection stones on you. I said general. I didn't think that. Is something like that going on in your life right now, Terry? Does that make sense for you? Because I hope that makes sense for you. I mean, sometimes, listen, don't act like this, like you don't know. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like this is new. Like you've never had this experience before. You know. So what's going on right now, Terry? Do I need to light some candles and stuff? It absolutely does. Well, see, if Spirit's just like, listen, cards on the table, here's the news. Here's the tea. We're gonna spill it. Please don't spill my tea, I swear. If you do, I'm gonna throw hands. And then I just heard out what? What are you gonna throw hands at? Well, if you need to have a deeper look at stuff, friend, you know where to find me. Book a session. Join my Patreon. Oh, you did a good job of putting it in the back of your mind there for just a minute, did you? Yeah, see, just when we think that, like, you know what? We can just ignore that. And Spirit's like, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, I don't think so. No, no. No, no, no. Sometimes when we try to like think that like something's not a problem, Spirit's gonna be like, hey, remember that thing that you're trying to like not be responsible for or with? It's time. You gotta sort through some garbage there. And maybe you feel like it's a garbage situation. It's almost like you can hear you just saying, like, of course she brings this up. like you're looking mad at me about it. Yes, exactly. Sometimes Spirit's just like, no, you thought that you smacked me. You thought that you squashed me. No. Mm-mm. I just went into a different room for a little bit. Now I'm back. Zzz. Little buzzy mosquito. All right, who's next? Who else would like a reading? Who else would like a reading? Yeah. Yeah, if you've been putting stuff off and now it just feels like it's just like it's absolutely not going to work, then you need to like reroute. Sometimes there's a different road to get you to exactly the same place you were needing to go the whole time. The whole time. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. It's good to be back. I haven't done this in so long. I have not done this in so long. Feels good. I will probably schedule another one for next week. We'll see how I feel. Also, Terry, like it takes a team to be nurturing in your household, okay? And if there is somebody who's being like a little bit unpredictable, in your space, yeah, you may need to find another way to like achieve what you need to have achieved. Or at least that's what it's saying here. Just letting you know. But don't put things off. Because if you put things off, then it goes into like collections, and whether that's collections with bills over the universe. You don't want that. You don't want that because then you get the harassing phone calls. No one wants that, right? No one wants that. Oh, also, Terry, have you seen? Oh, yeah, of course. You're gonna be like, of course, you're gonna bring this up. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you before. It feels familiar, but probably not. I don't know. There's an older female energy like in your home. Um, but I feel like you saw her like in a window recently, or like you saw what you thought was someone walking by the window, and you looked and there was no one there. I feel like you saw this woman walking by your window. Don't know if that makes sense to you or not. Hopefully, you don't see her tonight. You watch him, I get a phone call. You're not gonna believe what I just saw. All right, anybody else want a reading? I've been on here for about 45 minutes, and thanks to Joe for getting me back on the air with like actual audio this time. That was fantabulous. It's always a work thing. Got it. And yeah, 6-year-olds are unpredictable. So are 10-year-olds, though, you know, and 13-year-olds. It does. I mean, I'm unpredictable. Doesn't ever change. You're unpredictable. Who's next? If there is anybody else who would like a reading, drop your name, drop your birth date. We'll see what comes up. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that's right. I did say something about like the curtains or something like that. Like she hated like the window dressings that you had done or something like that. That's right. Okay. Yeah, she's probably out walking around inspecting like your disturbances. Yeah, she's a bit of a she's a bit of a grouchy lady. I don't think she liked her things being changed, but it's not her house anymore, so like, whatever. Like that's not your space. That's yeah. Yeah, so if you're seeing her, she's probably like looking around like modernizing everything. Why can't they just leave things the way they were? I'm almost tempted to come by your house one day and be like, all right, lady, let's have a talk. I'm gonna go down into the basement and be like, have a seat. We're gonna discuss some stuff. We're gonna set some boundaries with you here. Quit your bitching about what's going on in the house is no longer yours. Take a break and get some rest. Some spirits are hilarious. Some are just downright annoying. And our energy really doesn't change. Like personality doesn't die when we die. That stays. That stays. You know. So. Oh my God. No way. That's yeah. I'll tell you, someone's dying again. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This second, I'm gonna ripping old cabinets out. Here she comes. That's what it is. Modernizing everything. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Like plants and decor and stuff like that. That's one thing. But like you're ripping out cabinets and like like actively changing like the way that things were. Yeah. She's out. I mean, I'm sorry, dude. That cracks me up. That makes me giggle. Tell her to get in the cabinet when you're throwing it out. Tell her to get in the cabinet. If you like, get in. You're going out with your cabinets. If you love them that much, you can have them. That's wild. That's wild. Anybody else want a message or some cards pulled or whatever? Brenda, did I read you? Did I read you? I don't think I did. Did I give you a message? I don't know. Did I? I don't know why I'm looking at that. These ratings are complimentary. I mean, if you want to leave me a tip, you can totally do that by going to my PayPal and typing in the Pendulum's Path LLC. But it's just I read for whoever I'm drawn to. I do need your name and your birth date if you do not mind, and then whatever you would like answered. I don't do pregnancy, health, or legal readings. Keep that in mind. Well, things aren't. No one's dying. Okay. In fact, okay. In fact, are you okay? I'm not like trying to spoil surprises or anything like that. Are you doing like handmade gifts and stuff like that for the holidays? Because what I see is like, okay, we've got this card of mending. Okay, but I don't necessarily feel like it's necessarily mending something that's broken. I just feel like that you're creating something, and then it says like all the glitter. So I feel like you're taking something and making it some like beautifying things. Okay, and then giving them as like gifts to people. I don't know what that is, or maybe you're getting handmade gifts. But there's like all this handmade stuff around you. Hey, Gina. Thank you, Gina. Appreciate you. All right, Cody. Just a quick oracle for you. If you're feeling like life kind of feels like a never-ending story, and that no matter what's going on, like time is kind of running out for you, or like that this life isn't for you, kind of thing, or like you're not for this life, or you feel really out of place in this life, instead of spending all this time wondering about the whys, like why am I here, why does this happen, why does this happen to me, all of that stuff, instead of that, clean up some negative thoughts or clean up some of the stuff that may be kind of cluttering your mind. Be a little bit more present in the here and now and expand your imagination to like more beautiful things instead of being or feeling like your mind is restricted. Imagine like what your life can actually look like if you want it, or however you want your life to look like. Make little goals to get you to where you want to be. Okay, realistic goals, obviously. So I hope that makes sense for you, Cody. And you're not that late, Gina. I'll still get to you if you want. So we've got Yvette Phillips. been a bit distant, looking forward to spending a bit more time together. All right, so for this one right here, make sure that pins. So for you guys, all right, I do see he's got to be a little less scared. I don't know if I'm not saying he's scared of you, but he's got to be a little bit more brave, and take a little bit more action when it comes to you. Not that you're sitting around waiting for someone to dote on you head and foot or to always make the moves, but it's time that he steps up a little bit, and he is going to. All right, there is going to be a lot more opportunities for him to spend some time with you, and it's going to bring you guys closer together, and it's going to bring you a lot of success in bonding together and the relationship. So look for that in like the next like under 3 months. That's all going to change. Yeah, it's not like you're not gonna have to sit there and be like, listen, I need you to call me, I need you to message me, I need you to be a little bit more communicative. He's gonna start doing it more because he's gonna start realizing, like, man, I really want to talk to her, like I really want to talk to him. So he'll start making like those little moves a little bit more. All right, so you are going to spend more time together, but like don't just sit there and be like having to tell him what you need him to do. He's going to start doing it. All right, he's just going to have to be a little bit more brave about it, and he will. Hope that makes sense for you. Gina's like, I never expect it, but I will never turn down a reading. Same. I'm just gonna keep pulling cards. You are so very, very welcome, Yvette. And if you'd like to book in with me for private reading, go to my website, thependulumspath.com. Let's go to Gina. Let's pin you up on the top there. Ta-da! All right. So, Gina, I'm not sure if it is, I think it is you, maybe, that's really trying to avoid conflict in your home as much as possible. You have learned how to be so self-reliant in this life, right? And I mean, you've learned how to navigate. It's almost like you're playing a sport for the very first time, and you're like, listen, I don't know what the rules of the game are, but I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go along. And I mean, your reflexes are really, really good. Like your responsiveness to this conflict that's in your home, you're really good at responding to it. And it's not just because you're good at doing that, but you understand that you have another perception to this that other people may not have. You are in a relationship with this person, and it is a partnership that, even though you really sometimes don't want to be doing these things, it is an entanglement that you'd much rather get out of. The person is kind of a mischief maker in your life and adds so much unpredictability to you. However, you understand what the future really kind of is. And this person, are they a soulmate? No, not exactly, but they are, like, your other half, right? And you're trying as much as you can to kind of stay afloat with whatever treasures you have with you. I'm just pulling from another deck at this moment. And you're learning how to be really flexible with the changes that are coming, all right? And I do feel like in the next like 4 months, maybe you're going to be given a little bit more like cold hard truth about the matter. And that may be coming from an outside source, that may be coming from the source itself. I'm not exactly sure. They're not showing me exactly who that is. It's going to be giving you that information. But no matter what comes out, you are going to have peace with whatever happens in the future. All right. You're going to end up finding your peace. Even if you've got some mischief making chaos around you now, you will find a time, or you will be able to have a time where you have peace in your life again. And then there is that. Yes. You're welcome, Gina. Hope that makes sense for you. I can kind of hear you, like I can hear you kind of sitting back going, well, damn, Nat. Like, shit. Hope that makes sense. Spot on as usual. Well, thank you. We may be going on longer than an hour, because I've got some people who are like, dang. Yeah, I am accepting love offerings, babes. And if anybody else would like a reading, or if you're new here, welcome, welcome. I'm Natalie from the Pendulum's Path. I'm a psychic medium. That's what I do. It's who I be. I don't control it. It doesn't really control me. Hold on. Let me see if I can link it. Do. Let me. 1 second. Share. Copy. Try that. Try that. Yay. That worked. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, new faces. Hit the subscribe, hit the follow button, hit the like button, all that stuff. If you would like a reading this evening, you can drop your name and your birth date. I don't guarantee I'm going to read everybody, but I'm going to get to, as many people as I can. I've been on here for just over an hour. We'll see how much my energy goes. Yeah, I can take a look. If you want, you can just, all I need is your birth date information. And then if you want, you can give me like the initial, like the first initial of their name. If you want, I can use my pendulum. If you want like a simple, straightforward yes or no, or if you want me to use cards, we can go that way. Let me know how you would like to receive your answers. But you absolutely can. His initial is A. Okay. I mean, 1 second. I'm gonna do with both. I'm gonna do with both because I like getting an answer, but is A into her? Is A into her? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. They're scared to talk to you though, about it. Like they're, I don't know if they're just shy, or if they just kind of keep a lid on stuff, like that. They're kind of afraid to say something because they're worried about like the how it may change things for them. Like if I say something, everything between us changes, and that kind of frightens me. So if I just say nothing, then everything remains the same, and I'm happy with that. But they're actually not happy with that. They're going to realize that they don't really want to like be alone, and they actually do think about you and like kind of see like future stuff with them and you, but they've got some anxiety about it. So do what you can to make them feel a little bit more at ease about it, and they will start responding to you a lot better, like a lot more. And both readings reaffirm what you've been feeling lately. Oh, sweet love. I'm glad that that made sense for you, though. That's all I want. I just want like people to be seen and feel heard and have a little bit of guidance, because like no one has a freaking map for this whole world. I mean, there's a map of the world, but like, how are we supposed to navigate it? You know what I mean? Like, there's no map for this shit, you know? So if you have somebody in your life, hey, Shauna, there you are, that, like you can get like some guidance from, or can actually like see a little glimpse into like, a couple of chapters ahead in your story, then then the future's not so scary anymore, is it? Because you kind of have a little bit of a spoiler alert. But I don't like giving huge spoilers. Like when people are like, oh my God, is my boyfriend going to propose to me? And I'm like, I mean, I'm not going to say yes, I'm not going to say no, but like this weekend, you should probably go get your nails done. I'm just saying, you know, or go get that dress you really, 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 really love cleaned. Make sure it's pressed. Get your hair done. Get some new perfume. I'll make desperate hints at it. But I don't like giving huge spoilers out because that kind of ruins the fun in life. Some surprises are worth being surprised with. David, October 18. Is there anything that you would like to know specifically, David? Anything that you would like me to look into? Or if you just want general, just say general. And I'll pull cards and we'll see what comes up for you. Getting your new job. Yeah, my dude. I mean, I see expansion, I see growth, I mean, we've got the 3 of Wands here, which is all about you having some rapid growth, all right? You're going to be maximizing your potential. The Star card is all about have faith, have hope, right? Go outside, look at stars, focus on that energy, focus on the moon's energy as well. Because I've got the star and the moon coming out on top of each other. And just I feel like you've been feeling so cautious about every decision that you make because you're worried about your financial security with the Ten of Pentacles here. But I would love for you to, instead of worrying about the caution that you're kind of treading in with your financial security, and instead of being worried or cautious about that or feeling like there's risk involved, instead of that, have some faith, have some hope, feel inspired, focus on renewal for the next year, okay? Not failure. All right. I do see with the Two of Wands that yes, you're going to be making some progress real quick. And you're going to be very, very motivated to continue working up towards leadership with what I see. And then that sense of leadership, even if that's like a supervisory role at first, that eventually leads into like an actual like manager or like a supervisor, higher up or something like that. But that's going to bring you even more blessings and harmony and things like that. And I do even feel like that like your future with this job will eventually involve travel. Okay. But yes, there is an absolute new beginning coming for you real soon. And I'm excited for you. Super duper excited. Hi, Bambi. Hi, friend. How are you? Stressed. Who isn't? It's like freaking December. It's the end of the year. 2026 is basically tomorrow. I mean, like, life, like the entire, everything feels like it's being sped up year after year after year. Each year gets shorter and shorter and shorter, but the amount of problems gets more and more and more, and it's insane. Hey, Shauna Love, if you want me to pull some cards, then let me know. You gotta put your birthday down, what you want me to look at. Oh, Shauna. My girl. You worry too much about this. And I know I tell you this all the time, right? I tell you all the time, you don't need to worry about school. You don't need to worry about school. You don't need to worry about school. You don't need to worry about school, Shauna. You don't need to worry about school. You're doing great. You're doing really well. Okay. What I do see for you with school and all of that stuff, I see you celebrating really soon. Okay. Like real big pat on the back, not just like you giving yourself a pat on the back, but your friends are also going to be giving you a pat on the back. And you do have a support system out there, even if you feel like it's really like small. Okay. I'm just doing whatever comes up, Gina, at the moment. Sometimes it depends on who comes through and what comes through. This is my first live stream back, so I might not jump fully into mediumship yet today, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We've got this Knight of Pentacles. You have worked so freaking hard. Have you struggled with your routine and things like that with doing school? Yes, but like who freaking hasn't, right? But what I see is that you are so dedicated to this and you have such like a tender heart and you want to help others so much. You have this huge desire, you have this huge sense of inspiration within you, and you need to stop questioning yourself so much, right? You acted and you what's done is done. I'm just going to say that whatever is done is done. All right, but it's going to be great. All right, you're going to receive so much good out of this, and you have worked so hard and you absolutely deserve it. Okay, take some deep breaths. If you're feeling completely out of sorts, do what you can to relax, meditate, rest, restore yourself, Get in the bathtub, get in the shower, do what you can to bring yourself back to like a sense of harmony and being balanced again. All right. And no, you don't need to sit there and keep checking the computer like every 10 minutes to see if something's changed. I don't know if you're doing that, but stop checking the computer every 5 minutes to see if something has changed. Sean's like, yeah. Like, yes. Yes, I am. Gina, George is around you, and George is. Was he like like just was the only thing that person coffee? That's the only thing that I see him drinking or consuming is coffee. Like that was the only acceptable beverage. Or all I can smell on him is coffee. Like everything about him smells like coffee. And there's also with coffee, there's also a cough with him as well. Like I want to do that a lot. I don't know if that makes sense for you. But I feel like whoever George is, you share. It's like I see drive, like someone driving a car. So I feel like that you share a drive or you share a similar energy with George. Let me take a look at Bambi real quick. Situation challenge. Should I pull back already? Yeah, girl, you should. I think you should pull back. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but pull back, okay? I'm not saying that like he's sneaking around on you, but it's like I don't know if you feel like I don't know if you feel like the relationship between the two of you is like it's awkward or there's a sense of awkwardness there and you're not in a place to go through heartbreak again. Okay? You've had too much trauma, you've had too much loss, you've had too much grief and you've been through enough, right? And you're in a state where you're just like I just want to persevere through life and be with somebody who is worth investing myself into and also wants to invest into me. Okay. Because you've put in so much hard work to get yourself standing upright again. I'll be damned if somebody else comes and like knocks it back down again. Okay. If you are feeling already that you should proceed with this guy with a little bit more caution, or you're feeling like there's some risky stuff going on here with the moon card, then listen to yourself. All right. Listen to your own intuition. All right. Because I tell everybody all the time that whole like Disney song, always let your conscience be your guide. Literally, your guides are part of your conscience. So whenever you have that little voice inside of you that says, maybe you shouldn't do that, those are your guides telling you, like, maybe you shouldn't do that. Right? Listen to them. All right. I do see that there's another new venture out there for you. Stay away from those with bikes. Don't know why I need to say that to you currently, but stay away from those with bikes, like motorbikes, not bicycles, but motorbikes. Okay. You need to, instead of sharing your time and being super generous with other people, instead, you need someone who's going to be generous and giving with you. Okay, so that you can be on the receiving ends of that. All right. You will get your relationship that is successful in the future. You will get it. I know that you have struggled with finding a sense of like, not necessarily a sense of purpose, but like finding comfort after the loss that you have gone through. And it's not like necessarily like that someone who writes has been blowing, oh, okay, well, that's hilarious. Where I'm like, stay away from people with bikes or on bikes. And then you come out with So funny. Some of the rides has been blowing me up like days. Says he loves you. Doesn't even know you. Stay away from people on bikes. Oh my god, block him. He's sending you reels and stuff every day. I mean, I send you reels and stuff like that. Does that mean I'm in love with you? No. Literally. If your psychic is literally telling you in a live stream, stay away from people on bikes, and you're just like, there's a guy who's been riding by my house every day. Hit the rewind button for a second, put it on a loop, stay away from boys on bikes. Oh my god, what the hell? I mean, if he is, I need to see those because that's going to be peak elite entertainment for me later on tonight because I love that stuff. Oh my god. I mean, I don't hate on Dave's. I don't hate on Dave's because I mean, I've had like so many people in my life with that name that I do not hate. But please do send them to me because I need a good giggle. I mean, I know what you mean about like people going into the inbox and basically having whole conversations with themselves, essentially. I've had some of those before. Wild. Yeah. So instead of that movie, boys in car, or like girls in cars with boys, it's just like girls on bikes with boys. No, no, don't make me drive all the way out there. You need to focus on finding your peace, Bambi. That's what you need to focus on, finding your peace. You've had too many people disrupting it. All right, and taking you outside of your community. You need to get back in touch with your community. Okay? All right. You're welcome. You are very welcome. All right, so I've been on here for about an hour and 22 minutes. I think I got time for like maybe one more. Maybe one more. Also, Gina, if you're still in here with George, I don't know why you keep showing me like brown slide-on slippers. I don't know why he's showing me those, but it's like I can almost hear this like the sliding footsteps of they look like brown, slide on, thick soled slippers. It's just come up in my head a couple different times. Thought I would mention it. And if anybody does want to give a little tip up above in the chat, we'll pin it right there. We'll pin that one right there. There is my little PayPal. If you want to give a tip, please do. I'm not asking. Some people like to give them. I don't ever ask. The only time I expect any kind of payment is if you book with me privately, because, you know, you're booking with me privately. Your dad, pretty much. Okay. Well, he's definitely around you. He's definitely around you. All right. I got about 5 minutes, so I think I'm going to wrap up. Thank you so much to everybody who hung out with me tonight. This show went on way longer than even I anticipated it going on for, but I'm so glad that it did because I got to hang out with you amazing people. I do want to say Mercury goes direct today. Saturn is going direct later on this week. Or in like this this next coming week. We've got a whole bunch of stuff shifting energetically. Love that for us. Love that for all of us. We have got the holidays coming up. I know it's stressful. I know it brings up a lot of feelings when the holidays are coming up, good, bad, all the stuff, right? Just feelings are coming up. So if you are struggling at the moment, or if you are dreading a holiday party and you would like to know ahead of time, do I need to just cancel my appearance here because I don't want to have to deal with this person? Or how is this going to go if I show up? Is there going to be drama this year? Is it going to be peaceful and fun? What do I need to know? Book an appointment with me. I'd be happy to give you a little, like, just a little bit of a spoiler into what's going to happen for you. So you can prepare for the best and the worst, or you can make decisions based on what's going to happen in the future and be like, well, I don't want that to happen. So make a different choice. All right. If you would like to join me on Patreon, I highly recommend you do. You can get monthly readings from me straight to your inbox, and you don't even have to be present for it. It's really, really fun. It's really great. If you want to book with me privately, head on over to my website. If you'd like to follow me, head on to all of the social medias and look for The Pendulum's Path. There is only one. I am now verified on Instagram and on Facebook, since someone thought it would be funny and tried to copy my page. And I'm not dealing with that anymore. So I am now verified on Meta. So no one can try to steal my identity again. Because there is only one The Pendulum's Path. There is only one me. Anybody who thinks that they can imitate me, ha! That's all I have to say about that. So I will look at my calendar and see when I can book in for a live stream next week. Hopefully next time there won't be so many tech issues in the beginning. But we got it sorted out in the end, didn't we? And I'm glad that we did. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this evening. It has been an absolute pleasure. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can stay on top of all of my upcoming lives and videos that I post throughout the week. Take care, drink your water, go to bed, eat some food, do all that stuff. Take care of yourselves. All right. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. Love you lots. Take care. Bye.